Snorlax is gonna just chill right here then. Hola! Welcome, welcome. So I started this live I scheduled it to be earlier, on one part because, popcorn. On one part because I know a lot of people that follow me, go to sleep way earlier than I do. So in one part, I wanted to start earlier so more people could enjoy the reading. And then the other part, you guys are going to laugh at me. I laughed at myself. The other part, the theory of me scheduling this at 11:30 p.m. was that I was thinking to myself, I need to get on a better sleep schedule. So I'll schedule it early, and that way I'm forced to get ready for bed and be in bed by 11:30 so I can do the reading. So that's why I'm on my couch downstairs eating popcorn, because that did not happen. That is not the plan anymore. What's going to happen is I'm sticking to my schedule. I'm going to read on the couch downstairs. And after I'm done reading, I'm going to continue watching the Netflix show Made. So that's been, I'm addicted. And finishing editing and uploading my previous reading lives on my YouTube channel. So I'm working on that. It's taken a lot longer than I anticipated. So, yeah. But at least I'm here. I feel like that's a, accomplishment in itself. At least like one thing at a time. So I may have, not had the entire plan done, but at least I'm here on time for this. I'm just not going to go to sleep right afterward like I initially planned. Hello, Vase. Hello. Lone Wolf. Thank you for oh my gosh. All the pandas. Thank you, Cranthony. Lone Wolves. Thank you for all the pandas. I love them. They're so freaking cute. Thank you. How are you? How are you doing? Welcome. Oh yeah, I'm reading Treasure Island. So, welcome. And as usual, I wait for a bit for everybody to come in here, see the notifications, come in before I start reading the chapter, so they don't miss too much. Hello, Red. Welcome. How are you? Gonna be reading Treasure Island. We are currently in chapter... Oh, I've just remembered. So I have this bookmark. Then Cranthony, you're the one that gave me this idea. So I have this bookmark that I put in my book. And it's a bunch of books on a bookshelf that I put in my book. And I then put the book on the bookshelf. So whenever somebody sends me gifts, I put their name on one of the books. And so, as you can see, a lot of people have already gifted. And their name is now on the bookmark. On the book. So Lone Wolves, I think, let me double check if I don't already have you on here. I do not. So I will be adding your name to it. So thank you. Lone Wolves 997. Okay. There. Your name is right there. Thank you. Alright, so that's cool. Alright, so we are on chapter 29. The black spot again. So, as usual, I read like the last paragraph or so of the previous chapter so we can kind of get our bearings for the next chapter that we're on. And So yeah, I'll still wait for a bit because there's not too many people in here yet, although I feel like a lot of people that come in are used to me coming, like starting this live like way later than now. But, you know, I'm trying a different time, seeing how it goes. So yeah. Cranthony, how are you? Cranthony, I think, started watching Made on Netflix too, because I told him about it and how good it was. It's intense, and it's so freaking accurate for those situations. And it's been really amazing to watch, because it plays on some of my past experiences as well. And it's just like really validating to see like it being played out. And my hair's crazy. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I do. Tex, how are you? Welcome. We're gonna be reading Treasure Island. Continuing reading Treasure Island. I'm eating popcorn. So yeah. Alright. So I'm not seeing too many other people join in. Well, come get some. So yeah, thank you for the likes, thank you for the follows, thank you for the gifts, and thank you for just being here. Alright, I'll probably just start reading, and then when people trickle in, they could just come in whenever. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Oh, man. Alright. Let's see. Got popcorn in my teeth now. Matthew! Welcome. How you made it? Oh, Snorlax fell. Welcome. I haven't started yet. I was about to. I'm glad you showed up just in time. I was giving everybody time to get in here, so I'm glad you just came in before I started. Oh, Mary. Welcome. That bird. It did. It was funny. Yes, I'm so glad too. I saw that and I was like waiting for a bit, and I'm like, I didn't see you. I'm like, okay, well. So I'm glad that you made it. Maybe I'll wait for a second longer for everybody else to get here. The RSVP. But how's your guys' evening? Or day? I don't know where everybody's at exactly, but yeah. I'm still working on uploading and editing all the videos of my past TikTok lives, bedtime stories. So I'm going to be uploading those to my YouTube page, so that anybody, like people are like missing chapters, they can just go back and watch the live. Philadelphia, okay. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Oh my goodness. Alright, so we got 10 people in here now. I feel like everybody should have gotten the notification. Wisconsin, nice. Alright, so we're in chapter 29. And I'll read the last, I guess that kind of broke off from the last paragraph. So I'll read the last paragraph yeah, of the previous chapter, and then we'll continue into chapter 29. The black spot again. Good, awesome. Thank you, Faringo. Thank you. Yeah, apparently like the more likes that I get, the higher my live is pushed to the top of the For Your page. So I appreciate Utah, nice. Okay. Thank you for all the likes, and thank you for the shares, thank you for the follows and the gifts. It means so much. I like to see how much like people appreciate and enjoy these when I do them. It makes me want to do them more. So, and I enjoy doing them. I enjoy people appreciating them and liking them. Alright, so we're reading Treasure Island, and I'll just read the last paragraph or so of the previous chapter just so we can kind of get an idea of where we're at. Don't use a page of the Bible for your what? I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so you'll see. Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't see the black heart, or the black dot, the black spot emote that you used. That makes a lot more sense. I get you. He's giving us a little spoiler for the next chapter. I get it now. Okay. Like, when it was down here, like your comment was down here, the black dot, that emote, wasn't showing, so I just saw it end at your. And I was like, what? I get it now. It's related to the book. That's funny. Clever. Very clever. Alright, so, okay, we got 15. Alright. Let me just try to get this popcorn. This is what I get for eating popcorn. Alright. And this way, it works out because I can read it like this so people can see what we're reading in between my chat breaks. Chat checks. Alright. Ah, you that's young. You and me might have done a power of good together. He drew some cognac from the cask into a thin cannikin. Will you taste, messmate? He asked. And when I refused, well, I'll take a drain myself, Jim, said he. I need a caulker, for there's trouble on hand. And talking of trouble, why did the doctor give me that chart, Jim? My face expressed a wonder so unaffected that he saw the needlessness of further questions. Well, he did, though, said he. And there's something under that, no doubt. Something surely under that, Jim, good or bad. And he took another swallow of the brandy, shaking his great fair head like a man who looks forward to the worst. Okay, chapter 29, the black spot again. The council of the buccaneers had lasted some time when one of them re-entered the house, and with the repetition of the same salute, which had in my eyes an ironical air, begged for a moment's loan of the torch. Silver briefly agreed, and this emissary retired again, leaving us together in the dark. There's a breeze coming, Jim, said Silver, who had by this time adopted quite a friendly and familiar tone. I turned to the loophole nearest me and looked out. The embers of the great fire had so far burned themselves out, and now glowed so low and duskily, that I understood why these conspirators desired a torch. About halfway down the slope in the stockade, they were collected in a group. One held the light, another was on his knees in their midst, and I saw the blade of an open knife shine in his hand, with varying colors, in the moon and torchlight. The rest were all somewhat stooping, as though watching the maneuvers of this last. I could just make out that he had a book as well as a knife in his hand, and was still wondering how anything so incongruous had come into their possession, when the kneeling figure rose once more to his feet, and the whole party began to move together toward the house. Here they come, said I, and I returned to my former position, for it seemed beneath my dignity that they should find me watching them. Well, let 'em come, lad, let 'em come, said Silver cheerily, as still a shot in my locker. The door opened, and the 5 men, standing huddled together just inside, pushed one of their number forward. In any other circumstances, it would have been comical to see his slow advance, hesitating as he set down each foot, but holding his right hand in front of him. Step up, lad, cried Silver. I won't eat you. Hand it over, lubber. I know the rules, I do. I won't hurt a deputation. Thus encouraged, the buccaneer stepped forth, more briskly, and having passed something to Silver, from hand to hand, slipped yet more smartly back again to his companions. The sea cook looked at what had been given to him. The black spot. I thought so, he observed. Where might you have got the paper? Why, hello, look here now. This ain't lucky. You've gone and cut this out of a Bible. What fools cut a Bible? Ah, there, said Morgan. There. What did I say? No good'll come of that, I said. Well, you've about fixed it now among you, continued Silver. You'll all swing now, I reckon. What soft-headed lubber had a Bible? It was Dick, said one. And this is the picture. That Dick. Dick, was it? Then Dick can get to prayers, said Silver. He's seen his slice of luck, has Dick. And you may lay to that. Man, that's such an unfortunate name. Sorry. But here the long man with the yellow eyes struck in. Belay that talk, John Silver, he said. This crew has tipped you the black spot in full council, as in duty bound. Just you turn it over, as in duty bound, and see what's wrote there. Then you can talk. Thank ye, George, replied the sea cook. You always was brisk for business, and has the rules by heart, George, as I'm pleased to see. Well, what is it, anyway? Ah, deposed. That's it, is it? Very pretty wrote, to be sure. Like print, I swear. Your hand all right, George? Why, you was getting quite a leading man in this here crew. You'll be captain next. I shouldn't wonder. Just oblige me with that torch again, will you? This pipe don't draw. Come now, said George. You don't fool this crew no more. You're a funny man by your account, but you're over now. And you'll maybe step down off that barrel and help vote. I thought you said you knowed the rules, returned Silver contemptuously. Leastways, if you don't, I do. And I wait here. And I'm still your captain, mind, till you outs with your grievances, and I reply. In the meantime, your black spot ain't worth a biscuit. After that, we'll see. Oh, replied George, you don't be under no kind of apprehension. We're all square, we are. First, you've made a hash of this cruise. You'll be a bold man to say no to that. Second, you let the enemy out of this here trap for nothing. Why did they want out? I don't know, but it's pretty plain they wanted it. Third, you wouldn't let us go at them upon the march. Oh, we see through you, John Silver. You want to play booty? That's what's wrong with you. And then, fourth, there's this here Hawkins boy. Is that all? Asked Silver quietly. Enough, too, retorted George. We'll all swing and sundry for your bungling. Well, now, look here. I'll answer these points. One after another, I'll answer 'em. I made a hash of this cruise, did I? Well, now, you all know what I wanted, and you all know, if that had been done, that we'd have been aboard the Espanola this night as ever was. Every man of us alive, and fit, and full of good plum duff. And the treasure in the hold of her, by the thunder. Well, who crossed me? Who forced my hand, as was the lawful captain? Who tipped me the black spot the day we landed and began this dance? Ah, it's a fine dance. I'm with you there. And looks mighty like a hornpipe in a rope's end at execution. Dock by London town, it does. But who done it? Why, it was Anderson, and Hans, and you, George Mary, and you're the last above board of that same meddling crew. And you have the Davy Jones's insolence to up and stand for captain over me, you. That sank the lot of us. By the powers, but this tops the stiffest yarn to nothing. Silver paused. Hold on. Hey, Navideers! Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I have to move it that way so I can see the comments. So you can still kind of see the book, I guess. Oh, thanks, Katie. You're so funny. Let's see, where did I leave off? Alright. Silver paused, and I could see by the faces of George and his late comrades that these words had not been said in vain. That's for number one, cried the accused, wiping the sweat from his brow, for he had been talking with a vehemence that shook the house. Why, I give you my word, I'm sick to speak to you. You've neither sense nor memory, and I leave it to fancy where your mother's was that let you come to see. See, gentlemen o' fortune, I reckon tailors is your trade. Go on, John, said Morgan. Speak up to the others. Ah, the others, returned John. They're a nice lot. Ain't they? You say this cruise is bungled? By gum, if you had understood how bad it's bungled, you would see. We're that near the gibbet that my neck's stiff with thinking on it. You've seen 'em, maybe, hanged in chains. Birds about 'em, seamen pintin' 'em out as they go down with the tide. Who's that? Says one. That. Why, that's John Silver. I know him well, says another. And you can hear the chains jangle as you go about and reach for the other buoy. Now that's about where we are. Every mother's son of us, thanks to him, and Hans, and Anderson, and other ruination fools of you. And if you want to know about number 4, and that boy, why, shiver me timbers, isn't he a hostage? Are we a-going to waste a hostage? No, not us. He might be our last chance, and I shouldn't wonder. Kill that boy? Not me, mates. And number 3? He paused again, looking from one to another. There's a deal to say to number 3. Maybe you don't count it nothing to have a real college doctor come to see you every day. You, John, with your head broke, or you, George, Mary, that had the egg sakes upon him not 6 hours agone. And has your eyes the color of lemon peel to this moment on the clock? And maybe, perhaps, you didn't know there was a consort coming either. But there is, and not so long till then. And we'll see who will be glad to have a hostage when it comes to that. And as for number 2, and why I made a bargain, well, you came crawling on your knees to me to make it. On your knees you came. You was that downhearted. And you'd have starved, too, if I hadn't. But that's a trifle. You look there, that's why. And he cast down upon the floor a paper that I instantly recognized, none other than the chart on yellow paper, with the 3 red crosses that I had found in the oilskin at the bottom of the captain's chest. Why the doctor had given it to him was more than I could fancy. But if it was inexplicable to me, the appearance of the chart was incredible to the surviving mutineers. They leaped upon it like cats upon a mouse. It went from hand to hand, one tearing it from another, and by the oaths and the cries and the childish laughter with which they accompanied their examination, you would have thought not only they were fingering the very gold, but were at sea with it besides, in safety. Yes, said one, that's Flint for sure enough. J.F. and a score below with the clove hitched to it. So he done ever. Mighty pretty, said George, but how are we to get away with it, and us no ship? Silver suddenly sprang up, and, supporting himself with a hand against the wall, Now I give you a warning, George, he cried. One more word of your sauce, and I'll call you down and fight you. How? Why, how do I know? You had ought to tell me that, you and the rest, that lost me my schooner with your interference, burn you. But not you, you can't. You hain't got the invention of a cockroach. But civil you can speak and shall, George Mary, you may lay to that. That's fair now, said the old man Morgan. Fair, I reckon so, said the sea cook. You lost the ship, I found the treasure. Who's the better man at that? And now I resign, by thunder. Elect whom you please to be your captain now. I'm done with it. Silver, they cried. Barbecue forever, barbecue for captain. So that's the tune, is it? Cried the cook. George, I reckon you'll have to wait another turn, friend, and lucky for you as I'm a revengeful man. But that was never my way. And now, shipmates, this black spot, 'tain't much good now, is it? Dick's crossed his luck and spoiled his Bible, and that's about all. It'll do to kiss the book on still, won't it? Growled Dick, who was evidently uneasy at the curse he had brought upon himself. A Bible with a bit cut out, returned Silver derisively. Not it. It don't bind no more'n a ballad book. Don't it, though? Cried Dick, with a sort of joy. Well, I reckon that's worth having, too. Here, Jim. Here's a curiosity for you, said Silver, and he tossed me the paper. I was a round about the size of a crown piece. One side was blank, for it had been the last leaf. The other contained a verse or two of Revelation. These words among the rest, which struck sharply home upon my mind. Without are dogs and murderers. The printed side had been blackened with wood ash, which already began to come off and soil my fingers. On the blank side had been written with the same material the one word, deposed. I have that curiosity beside me at this moment, but not a trace of writing now remains beyond a single scratch, such as a man might make with his thumbnail. That was the end of the night's business. Soon after, with the drink all around, we lay down to sleep, and the outside of Silver's vengeance was to put George Merry up for sentinel, and threaten him with death if he should prove unfaithful. It was long ere I could close an eye, and heaven knows I had matter enough for thought in the man whom I had slain that afternoon. In my own most perilous position, and above all, in the remarkable game that I saw Silver now engaged upon, keeping the mutineers together with one hand, and grasping with the other after every means, possible and impossible, to make his peace and save his miserable life. He himself slept peacefully and snored aloud, yet my heart was sore for him, wicked as he was, to think on the dark perils that environed and the shameful gibbet that awaited him. Coppadoos, yep, I got Snorlax. Oh, Katie, I'm so glad. I am reading Treasure Island. Yes, this is the actual book. And this is like the 19, I don't know if there's the date in here or not. 1955. This is the 1955 copy. That's why it's a little beat up. It's at 5.4 thousand. Only in 2021 would somebody ask, is that a real book? That's funny. All right, so chapter 30, On Parole. Oh, hold on, I need to crack my neck. Okay. My little Snorlax right here. Wait. All right. Oh, nice. Thank you, Izzy. I'm gonna hear your pirate voice, though. I cannot do voices. I can't. I can do, like, fictional voices, meaning, like, ones that I just make up and I hear how they sound when they come out. I've had a lot of requests for that. I just can't. It'll ruin it. It'll ruin every assumption of what a pirate voice sounds like. All right, chapter 30, On Parole. I was wakened indeed, and we were all wakened, for I could see even the sentinel shake himself together from where he had fallen against the doorpost. By a clear, hearty voice hailing us from the margin of the wood. "Blockhouse ahoy!" it cried. "Here's the doctor." And the doctor it was. Although I was glad to hear the sound, yet my gladness was not without admixture. I remembered with confusion my insubordinate and stealthy conduct, and when I saw where it had brought me, among what companions and surrounded by what dangers, I felt ashamed to look him in the face. He must have risen in the dark, for the day had hardly come, and when I ran to a loophole and looked out, I saw him standing, like Silver once before, up to the mid-leg in creeping vapor. "You, doctor, top of the morning to you, sir," cried Silver, broad awake and beaming with good nature in a moment. "Aww, thank you, Intriguing brain. Wait, on my computers while watching this, and my intelligent brain started trying to type on my... Oh, man, that's funny. All right. We're on chapter 30, by the way. Bright and early, to be sure, and it's the early bird, as the saying goes, that gets the rations. "George, shake up your timber, son, and help Dr. Livesey over the ship's side. All a-doing well, your patience was, all well and merry." So he patted her on, standing on the hilltop, with his crutch under his elbow, and one hand upon the side of the log house. Quite the old John in voice, manner, and expression. "We've quite a surprise for you, too, sir," he continued. "We've a little stranger here. He, a new boarder and lodger, sir, and looking fit and taut as a fiddle. Slept like a supercargo, he did, right alongside of John. Stem to stem we was, all night." Dr. Livesey was by this time across the stockade and pretty near the cook, and I could hear the alteration in his voice as he said, "Not Jim." "The very same Jim as ever was," said Silver. The doctor stopped outright, although he did not speak, and it was some seconds before he seemed able to move on. Well, he said at last, "duty first and pleasure afterward. As you might have said yourself, Silver, let us overhaul these patients of yours." Izzy, thank you for, oh my goodness, thank you for the flowers and the pandas. Thank you. Wait, do I have you on my bookmark? I don't think so. So anytime somebody sends me gifts, I add their name to my bookmark. See all the people's names on it? All the books on the bookshelf on my bookmark. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so Izzy's new. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, and presents, dude. Ice cream. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Thank you. Izzy. Yeah, I like that. All right, you're on the very top shelf on the very first book right there. Thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. And the finger hearts and the flowers and everything. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I feel so freaking loved. Ooh, and some weights and flowers and a mic. You don't want me to sing. Oh, and a lollipop. Ooh, I'll take the lollipop for sure. Oh my goodness, you're going all out. Thank you so much. It means so much. Thank you. You just keep going. I love it. Hilarious. And the good night moon. Oh my gosh. You're so freaking sweet. Thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you. And more. I get more presents. And pandas and presents. It's going crazy. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Well, welcome. And the fire. Dude, you're sitting at all the stops, man. You're just getting it all. You dance. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love them so much. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right. Now that I'm all excited, all the presents I got, thank you. That was awesome. Thank you. That makes me feel so good and so loved. Let us overhaul these patients of yours. A moment afterward, he has entered the blockhouse and with one grim nod to me, proceeded with his work among the sick. He seemed under no apprehension, though he must have known that his life, among these treacherous demons, depended on a hair, and he rattled on to his patients as if he were paying an ordinary professional visit in a quiet English family back home. His manner, I suppose, reacted to the men. They behaved to him as if nothing had occurred, as if he were still ship's doctor, and they still faithful hands before the mast. "You're doing well, my friend," he said to the fellow with the bandaged head, "and if ever any person had a close shave, it was you. Your head must be as hard as iron. Well, George, how goes it? You're a pretty color, certainly. Why, your liver, man, is upside down. Did you take that medicine, man?" Aye, sir. He took it, sure enough," returned Morgan. "Because you see, since I am mutineer's doctor, or prison doctor, as I prefer to call it," says Dr. Livesey, in his pleasantest way, "I make it a point of honor not to lose a man for King George, God bless him, and the gallows." He's so slick. The rogues looked at each other, but swallowed the home thrust in silence. "Dick don't be well," said one. "Don't he?" replied the doctor. "Well, step up here, Dick, and let me see your tongue." "No, I should be surprised if he did. The man's tongue is fit to frighten the French. Another fever." "Ah, there," said Morgan. "That comed of spillin' Bibles." "That comed, as you call it, of being arrant asses," retorted the doctor, "and not having sense enough to know honest air from poison, and the dry land from a vile, pestiferous slough. I think it most probable, though, of course, it's only an opinion, that you'll all have the deuce to pay before you get that malaria out of your systems. Camp in a bog, would you, Silver? I'm surprised at you. You're less of a fool than many, take you all around. but you don't appear to me to have the rudiments of a notion of the rules of health. Well, he added, after he had dosed them around, and they had taken his prescriptions, with really laughable humility, more like charity school children than blood-guilty mutineers and pirates. Well, that's done for today, and now I should wish to have a talk with that boy, please. And he nodded his head in my direction, carelessly. George Mary was at the door, spitting and spluttering over some bad-tasting medicine. But at the first word of the doctor's proposal, he swung round with a deep flush and cried no, and swore. Silver struck the barrel with his open hand. Silence, he roared, and looked about him positively like a lion. Doctor, he went on, in his usual tones, I was a-thinking of that, knowing as how you had a fancy for the boy. We're all humbly grateful for your kindness, and, as you see, puts faith in you, and takes the drugs down like that much grog. And I take it, I've found a way as'll suit all. Hawkins, will you give me your word of honor as a young gentleman? For a young gentleman you are, although poor-born. Your word of honor not to slip your cable. I readily gave the pledge required. Then, doctor, said Silver, you just step outside of that stockade, and once you're there, I'll bring the boy down on the inside, and I reckon you can yarn through the spars. Good day to you, sir, and all our duties to the squire and Captain Smollett. The explosion of disapproval, which nothing but Silver's black looks had restrained, broke out immediately the doctor had left the house. Silver was roundly accused of playing double, of trying to make a separate peace for himself, of sacrificing the interests of his accomplices and victims in one word, of the identical, exact thing that he was doing. It seemed to me so obvious in this case that I could not imagine how he was to turn their anger. But he was twice the man the rest were, and the last night's victory had given him a huge preponderance in their minds. He called them all the fools and dolts you can imagine, said it was necessary I should talk to the doctor, fluttered the chart in their faces, asked them if they could afford to break the treaty the very day they were bound a treasure hunting. No, by thunder, he cried. It's us must break the treaty when the time comes, and till then I'll gammon that doctor, if I have to lie his boots with brandy. And then he bade them get the fire lit and stalked out upon his crutch, with his hand on my shoulder, leaving them in a disarray, and silenced by his volubility rather than convinced. Slow, lad, slow, he said. They might round up upon us in a twinkle of an eye, if we was seen to hurry. Very deliberately, then, did we advance across the sand to where the doctor awaited us on the other side of the stockade. And as soon as we were within easy speaking distance, Silver stopped. You'll make a note of this here, also, doctor, says he, and the boy'll tell you how I saved his life, and were deposed for, too. And you may lay to that, doctor, when a man's steering as near the wind as me, playing chuck farthing with the last breath in his body, like you wouldn't think it too much, mayhap, to give him one good word, you'll please bear in mind it's not my life only now, it's that boy's into the bargain, and you'll speak me fair, doctor, and give me a bit of hope to go on, for the sake of mercy. Silver was a changed man once he was out there and had his back to his friends in the blockhouse. His cheeks seemed to have fallen in, his voice trembled. Never was a soul more dead in earnest. Why, John, you're not afraid? Asked Dr. Livesey. Doctor, I'm no coward. No, not I. Not so much. And he snapped his fingers. If I was, I wouldn't say it, but I'll own up fairly. I've the shakes upon me for the gallows. You're a good man, and a true. I never seen a better man, and you'll not forget what I done. Not any more than you'll forget the bad, I know, and I step aside, see here, and leave you and Jim alone. And you'll put that down for me, too, for it's a long stretch, is that? So saying, he stepped back a little way, till he was out of the earshot, and there sat down upon a tree stump and began to whistle, spinning round now and again upon his seat, so as to command a sight, sometimes of me and the doctor, and sometimes of his unruly ruffians as they went to and fro in the sand between the fire, which they were busy rekindling, and the house from which they brought forth pork and bread to make the breakfast. So, Jim, said the doctor sadly, here you are, as you have brewed, so shall you drink, my boy. Heaven knows I cannot find it in my heart to blame you, But this much I will say, be it kind or unkind. When Captain Smollett was well, you dared not to have gone off, and when he was ill, and couldn't help it, by George, it was downright cowardly. I will own that here I began to weep, Doctor, I said. You might spare me. I have blamed myself enough, my life's forfeit anyway, and I should have been dead by now, if Silver hadn't stood for me. And, Doctor, believe this, I can die, and I dare say I deserve it, but what I fear is torture, if they come to torture me. Jim, the doctor interrupted. His voice quite changed. Jim, I can't have this. Whip over and we'll run for it. Doctor, said I passed my word. I know, he cried. We can't help that, Jim. Now, I'll take it on my shoulders, holus bolus, blame and shame, my boy, but stay here. I cannot let you. Jump, one jump, and you're out, and we'll run for it like antelopes. No, I replied. You know right well you wouldn't do the thing yourself. Neither you, nor Squire, nor Captain, and no more will I. Silver trusted me. I passed my word, and back I go, but, Doctor, you did not let me finish. If they come to torture me, I might let slip a word where the ship is, for I got the ship, part my luck and part by risking, and she lies in North Inlet, on the southern beach, and just below high water, at half tide, she must be high and dry. The ship! Exclaimed the doctor. Rapidly I described to him my adventures, and he heard me out in silence. There is a kind of fate in this, he observed, when I had been done. Every step, it's you that saves our lives, and you do suppose by any chance that we are going to let you lose yours? That would be a poor return, my boy. You found out the plot, you found Ben Gunn, the best deed that you ever did, or will do, though you live to 90. Oh, by Jupiter, and talking of Ben Gunn, why, this is the mischief in person. Silver, he cried. Silver, I'll give you a piece of advice, he continued, as the cook drew near again. Don't you be in any great hurry after that treasure. Why, sir, I do my possible, which that ain't, said Silver. I can only, asking your pardon, save my life and the boy's by seeking for that treasure, and you may lay to that. Well, Silver, replied the doctor, if that is so, I'll go one step further. Look out for squalls when you find it. Sir, said Silver, as between man and man, that's too much and too little. What you're after, why you left the blockhouse, why you've given me that there chart. I don't know now, do I? And yet I done your bidding with my eyes shut, and never a word of hope. But no, this here's too much. If you won't tell me what you mean plain out, say it, and I'll leave the helm. No, said the doctor musingly. I've no right to say more. It's not my secret, you see, Silver. Or I give you my word, I'd let it to you. But I'll go as far with you as I dare go, and a step beyond, for I'll have my wig sorted by the captain, or I'm mistaken. And first, I'll give you a bit of hope, Silver. If we both get alive out of this wolf trap, I'll do my best to save you, short of perjury. Silver's face was radiant. You couldn't say more, I'm sure, sir, if you was my mother, he cried. Well, that's my first concession, added the doctor. My second is a piece of advice. Keep the boy close beside you, and when you need help, halloo. I'm off to seek it for you, and that itself will show you if I speak at random. Goodbye, Jim. Dr. Livesey shook hands with me through the stockade, nodded to Silver, and set off at a brisk pace into the wood. That's funny. Alright, let's see, how many chapters does this have again? This has 34 chapters, and we're now on 31. Never fear, no man is here, cause conscious. No man. I know it's really early for you. I'm so happy you can make it. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Izzy! Izzy, you're going at it again. Izzy, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No man, how are you doing? Did you get your tea or coffee yet? Good morning, good morning. I adore that you know my intro. Seriously, seriously. Cody, hi, Whitehurst! Hello! There we go, there's the glasses. I love it. Cody, how are you? No man, welcome, welcome. Whitehurst, welcome, welcome. Good evening to everybody but No Man, because he just woke up. It's morning for him on the other side of the pond. You're okay? Well, I'm glad that you're okay. Ah, Izzy, the butterflies. Coffee in hand, 6 a.m., puppy sitting in the head, wake up. Sitting on the head. Aw, that's so cute. I love that. Cody, well, I hope that your evening continues to go into a good direction and that you have good rest when you do go to sleep and you can wake up and tomorrow will be a wonderful day and that something wonderful will happen to you. Or for you. Alright, so, oh, thank you, Izzy. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so now that the full party is here, we can continue into chapter 31. The treasure hunt. Ooh, this is like the meat of the story, I feel like, you know? Like, this is like, it is Treasure Island, and they're finally after the treasure, you know? Aww, Izzy, I love the flowers. They smell so good. It's a party! And Izzy's just going crazy with the party gifts. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. I just went to the chiropractor today, but they didn't have much luck in adjusting me because I'm so, like, tense. And, yeah, so I'm in some pain. I'm in some pain. So, thank you guys for making my evening so nice. And thank you, Izzy. Oh, my gosh, Izzy, you're still going! Oh, my gosh, Izzy. At this point, you might be reaching my top 3 people of gifters. I feel like Whitehurst is probably the number one spot of gifters, top gifters. But Izzy's coming in hard for that top spot. Oh my gosh, Izzy! And a mic again, and the pandas. I do love the pandas. They're so cute. I love all the cute things so much, and all the flowers. Man, it's like making me like want real flowers now. Morning. Ah. You always make our day with this person. Oh my gosh, Franco, thank you so much. You guys are way too freaking sweet to me. Hi, always great being able to hang out with you, my friend. Oh, Gavadeers, thank you so much. You as well. I so genuinely appreciate all of you so much. You guys make, like, seriously, like, on the mental health side of things, you guys seriously, like, really help me to, like, just have that happiness, you know, like, it's just that feel-good feeling. So thank you. It makes me feel good and warm and fuzzy inside and like valuable, like what I'm doing is valuable to you guys. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're still going. I think Izzy is trying to come for Whitehurst's top spot. Twitch kept me going through lockdown, yes. I wish I was able to do Twitch and this during lockdown. Unfortunately, where I lived at the time was out in the middle of nowhere when I had my farm before I sold it and moved into town. And so my internet was not the greatest at the time. I did say hi. Yes, Franco. He did say hi to you. Oh my goodness. No, man. Isn't that the truth? I hope you're doing good too, no, man. I hope that your day is wonderful and amazing things happen to and for you. And that you just have a wonderful spark of joy filling you today. Definitely deserve that. Your action, it seems really cute and real. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I love that. You're making me blush. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh yes, thank you so much for the support on that low day. You're a legend. Oh my gosh, no. It was easy. It was easy to be there for you. Twitch and streaming helped me get through a bad breakup and lockdown. Gavadeers, me too. I just started like a few months ago, like 3 months, like I think I'm in my 3rd month now of streaming both TikTok and Twitch, and I started after a bad breakup. Actually, the breakup wasn't bad, it was the relationship that was bad, and then the breakup was just the icing on the cake. So it was a good thing that the breakup happened. And then also like 3 major deaths, like of people close to me in a row. So I definitely am very thankful for this community because it really, literally the darkest time in my life. And, you know, Oh my gosh, Whitehurst! Izzy, you're still going! Whitehurst is trying to keep up now. Oh my gosh, you guys. You're gonna make me cry. Izzy. Thank you. It's a party with the most presents. Yes. I feel like it's Christmas. All the presents. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you. We and Keenan appreciate everything you do. Oh my gosh, no man. Thank you. That means so much. I'm so freaking thankful for you guys. Like, you guys, for people I've never met in person, you guys have been so amazing to me. Like, thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. First time in your life. Izzy, oh my gosh, welcome. Welcome. Everybody that, like, are, the regulars here, like, Cranthony, No Man's Planet, Gavadeers, Farango, we have Michael, and we have, we have Whitehurst, Warren, like, all these people that are in here now are a lot of the regulars. Cody, like, they are amazing people, the great people to have a connection with, and yeah, so you're in good company. Oh my gosh. Yes, I do. No, man, I do. Any excuse to travel, honestly. I just need to do a lot more of these lives to raise money for the plane tickets. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's actually Data Forge, one of the people in our group, you know, he lives in Ireland. We were all talking about all getting together and, like, meeting up at, like, a main point in the US and the States, and then, like, flying over to visit him in Ireland, and then while we're there, we can come over and visit you, or you can visit, you know, Data too, you know, and meet us halfway. In Whitehurst, yes, I love it. You're a legend. Seriously, Izzy is. Oh my gosh, what an entrance, Izzy. Izzy, I feel like you will make an impression wherever you go. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much, so much. We'll definitely have to have, like, a TikTok, Twitch meetup. That would be so much fun. Alright, we're reading Treasure Island. In between. And we're on chapter 31. The treasure hunt. Dad is one of your Gavadeers. Yes, you have a question for me. Okay, well, as long as anything that is asked is respectful and decent, no problem. Ideally relatable to the stream that I'm doing, the live, which is reading. Oh my goodness. You're going at it again? Oh my goodness. Izzy! Although I wouldn't if there would... TwitchCon. There's a TwitchCon in San Diego, I think. And I know I'm going to that. I plan on being there. You know, of course I need to raise money, but I am committed to be there. And I know Cranthony, I was talking to Cranthony, he said that he was probably going to be there. Right back to the captain. Right, easy to beasy. Oh my gosh, Izzy, you are a freaking legend. I shouldn't have eaten this popcorn. Now my stomach's hurting. That's what I get. Hi, Joe. Hi, welcome. Oh my goodness, maybe we'll have to do a Discord one. Ooh, yes, that would be amazing. Definitely. I would love that. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys are seriously... It's hard for me to have favorites, but I think that you guys are totally my favorites. Alright. Treasure Island. Battle Royal and gifts. Right, Farango? My turn to swipe. No means. That was so funny because I was, like, tapping, like, to give you likes. And it just, like, just barely, like, went up. And I swiped to something, like, wait, what happened? And I, like, went back. I'm like, no. You're definitely going? Okay, cool. We'll have to, like, do, like, a all get together and do kind of like a fundraiser for our trip to there so we can all go. My fingers hurt. I did the same thing. Yeah, so that's what happened. So you can't be mad at me now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're at five or almost 6,000 likes. Nice. Thank you guys. Yeah. Apparently, like, the more likes that are sent, like, the higher on the FYP page it goes on TikTok, so more people can come in and join us. You are a legendary. Yes. Thanks. Yes. Yes. Thanks. Oh, welcome. Yes. Did they cap me again? I don't know. Maybe they did. We're at 6.1 thousand. He was typing like mad. Thank you, Frango. You are so awesome as well. Frango is like my biggest fan on like making sure my likes are at the top and, you know, just really helping me out a lot. Yeah, we're at 6.1 thousand now. So how the heck did I get 45,000 likes? Right? Yeah, I can't remember what my max likes were. Franco might remember. I think I got up to like 30,000 likes at one point or something like that. I'm just here to hear the British accent Tim today. We'll have to have another lesson duet guest thing live between us so that you can try to, again, help me on my British accent while I continue to fail. 48,000. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah. All right. I'll get started on chapter 31. Yeah. Franco, definitely don't hurt yourself. Thank you guys for the likes, for the joins, for the following. I'm going to go. I just finished my evening workout. I need a shower. Oh my gosh, Izzy, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for all the generosity. Thank you so much. I hope you had a good workout. Me and Cranthony did a TikTok live workout earlier today, so, you know, I had my workout today as well. But I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and thank you again, and definitely hope to see you again. I try to do these readings as often as every evening as possible, but yeah. All right, chapter 31, the treasure hunt. Okay. Jim, said Silver, when we were alone, if I saved your life, you saved mine, and I'll not forget it. I seen the doctor waving you to run for it. With the tail of my eyes, I did, and I seen you say no, as plain as hearing. Jim, that's one to you. This is the first gleam of hope I had since the attack failed, and I owe it to you. And now, Jim, we're to go in for this here treasure hunting, with sealed orders, too, and I don't like it, and you and me must stick close, back to back like, and we'll save our necks in spite of fate and fortune. Just then a man hailed us from the fire that breakfast was ready, and we were soon seated here and there about the sand over biscuit and fried junk. They had lit a fire fit to roast an ox, and it was now grown so hot that they could not only approach it from the windward, and even there not without precaution. In the same wasteful spirit they had cooked, I suppose, 3 times more than we could eat, and one of them, with an empty laugh, threw what was left into the fire, which blazed and roared again over this unusual fuel. I never in my life saw men so careless of the morrow. Hand to mouth is the only word that can describe their way of doing. And what with wasted food and sleeping sentries, though they were bold enough for a brush and be down with it, I could see their entire unfitness for anything like a prolonged campaign. Even Silver, eating away with Captain Flint upon his shoulder, had not a word of blame for their recklessness, and this the more surprised me, for I thought he had never shown himself so cunning as he did then. "Aye, mates," said he, "it's lucky you have barbecue to think for you with this here head. I got what I wanted, I did, sure enough. They have the ship. Where they have it, I don't know yet, but once we hit the treasure, we'll have to jump about and find out. And then, mates, us that has the boat, I reckon, has the upper hand." Thus he kept running on, with his mouth full of hot bacon. Thus he restored their hope and confidence, and I more than suspect repaired his own at the same time. "As for hostage," he continued, "that's his last talk, I guess, with them, and he he loves so dear. I've got my piece of news, and thank you to him for that, but it's over and done. I'll take him in a line when we go treasure hunting, for we'll keep him like so much gold in case of accidents. You mark, and in the meantime. Once we got the ship and treasure both, and off to sea like jolly companions, why then, we'll talk Mr. Hawkins over. We will, and give him his share, to be sure, for all his kindness. It was no wonder the men were in good humor now. For my part, I was horribly cast down. Should the scheme he had now sketched prove feasible, Silver, already doubly a traitor, would not hesitate to adopt it. He had still a foot in either camp, and there was no doubt he would prefer wealth and freedom with the pirates to a bare escape from hanging, which was the best he had to hope on our end. Nay, and even if things so fell out that he was forced to keep his faith with Dr. Livesey... Izzy! Unless you kept... You have a really pretty smile. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Unless you kept it sweaty for all the... Yes, Cranthony did. Oh my gosh, Izzy! I thought you had a shower. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That means so freaking much. I love your fade. Love your fade. Welcome. Hello, and thank you for the confetti. Oh my goodness, you guys. Whitehurst. Ooh, so pretty. Izzy with the ice cream. You guys, it's like my birthday. It's my birthday. Oh my, you guys are so awesome. Izzy did, oh my favorites. Did you already shower? That's a quick shower. Thank you. Love your faith. Thank you so much. Izzy, Whitehurst. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm like, so... You're making me blush again. Oh, that was like a lot of love all at once. Not yet, I'm just sitting at my table sweating. Oh my goodness, and it is a true story, West. I am early. I was trying to do a little... NJ, welcome. Hello. I am doing it a little bit early because I was trying to get to some people who usually go to sleep before I start, so I wanted to kind of give them a chance to experience the reading. Izzy, you're still going! Thank you so much. Thank you. Who found the treasure? We don't know yet. We haven't gotten to there yet. Izzy, oh my gosh. Love your faith. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Dude. Thank you. Good time to capture the UK. Yes, exactly. No, mans. I like that, like, in between the States crew and the UK crew. It's perfect, right? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. Whoever in the first place, I will let you stay in I think Whitehurst is probably in first place. If you're not in first place by now, you're at least in second place. For sure. Oh my goodness. I'm in the States. No man is in the UK. Not going to step on your toes. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Whitehurst does enjoy competition. So there was somebody battling him on subscriptions on my Twitch channel the other night. So it's all in good fun. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. You guys are too good to me. Thank you. Now I forgot where I was at. Thank you. I love you guys. You guys are so amazing. Thank you. Okay. All right. Nay, and even if things so fell out that he was forced to keep his faith with Dr. Livesey, even then what danger lay before us. What a moment that would be when the suspicions of his followers had turned to certainty, and he and I should have to fight for dear life. He a cripple and I a boy, against 5 strong and active seamen. Okay, Izzy. Have a good evening, and thank you again. You're so wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good evening. Get some good sleep. Add to this double apprehension, but you have such a melody as love. Aw, Izzy! Stop saying things that make me so blushy. I can't take it. Much love. Oh, Little Miss Magnet, welcome! Hi! Little Miss Magnet is one of No Man Planet's friends that he connected me with. She does like the magnet fishing. It's super freaking cool and fascinating. Take care of yourself, Izzy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It is evening for me. I'm in the States. But good morning to you. Aw, Izzy, thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm like in my evening attire and you still think I'm pretty. Thank you. Thanks. Yo, you're welcome. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you. And thank you, No Mans, for putting me in connection with Little Miss Magnet. That is so cool. I love the networking and the connections. Yes, Frango, go check out her live. She does a lot of them, actually. They're super, super cool. Gavadeers! Oh my gosh. Thank you, Farango. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Love your face. Thank you for the fire. Thank you, guys. This is like the most love I've had in a live, and I've had a lot of love. Thank you, guys. I was so enthralled and excited. I forgot to start adding, love your fate, because I don't think you're on here. You're new, too. Yeah. So whenever somebody gifts me, I add their name to the books on the bookshelf of my bookmark that I put in my book. I lead a rebellion to you. Oh my gosh, Izzy. The romantic, I see. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Okay, before I forget, because I did get distracted, Izzy. Love your fate. I will add you. I like that name, too. Love your fate. You are now on a book in my bookmark right there. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, I knew you'd love her. Oh my gosh, I love him. I love her stuff. Izzy, oh my goodness, they find a lot of wartime stuff. I might as well send you a few flowers. Oh, Gavadeers, thank you. I love them. They smell lovely. I'm not romantic unless you meet me. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, now I'll get back to reading for real this time, maybe. All right. And to add to this double apprehension, the mystery that still hung over the behavior of my friends, their unexplained desertion of the stockade, their inexplicable cession of the chart, or harder still to understand, the doctor's last warning to Silver, look out for squalls when you find it. And you will readily believe how little taste I found in my breakfast, and with how uneasy a heart I set forth behind my captors on the quest for treasure. 10K? We are at 7.5K. I'm me. There we go. Oh my goodness. Izzy! You said you were leaving. Oh my goodness. And love your fate. You guys. Right? I don't mind. Hello, Steve. Hello, Stephen. Welcome. Like, everybody's going crazy with the gifts tonight. I can't take it. It makes me feel so good. goodness, and ooh, those were nice flowers. Tip 20,000. Yeah, we're at 8.1 thousand right now. Likes. Oh my goodness. Love your face. I love the butterflies. Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the likes. No man, I see you and sending the likes, and Cranthony. Izzy, the pandas. I love them. Is it working? I think so. I'm at 8.5 thousand likes now. Oh my goodness, Izzy. Thank you. And thank you for the follows, guys, and the likes and the gifts. Izzy, you're just going crazy. I am astounded. Can I please take you to the Olive Garden? I need to borrow your purse to put breadsticks in. Actually, funny thing enough, I usually don't have a purse on me. I usually don't ever bring a purse with me anywhere. So can't help you there. Oh, my pockets can only fit so many. Well, your pockets probably fit more than my pockets can. I have girl pants pockets, and sometimes I don't even have any pockets. I mean, I technically have a backpack, but I don't bring anything with me. I just have my keys on one of those carabiner hooks, and I put them in my pants pocket, and I have my phone in my backpack, and that's all I usually bring with me. Do you think I'm on the very top shelf? Izzy, you are literally on the top shelf right here. That's your name. Oh my goodness. You're amazing. The emptier the backpack, the more breadsticks you can fit. Maybe I should start bringing a backpack. Fit more breadsticks in. But honestly, I'm a sucker for the salad. Not as much the breadsticks. Best laugh. Oh, thank you. Love your fame. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that just makes me laugh more. Thank you so much. You guys, seriously. Oh, thank you, and you are very precious. Oh my gosh, Izzy. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. I feel like we've read 2 lines. Seriously, right? Seriously. I can't help it. They're being so wonderful to me. I can't take it. I can't focus when people are being so freaking nice to me. Oh my gosh. Izzy, you're too good to me. You're too good to me. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm here for it. Hola, Pablo. Hola. Mi llama es Jessie. Oh, thank you, little miss. You are too. I love you. I love your stuff. I love your energy. I really like the duet that you did with us and me and No Man. No Man, it's playing it. You are really pretty. Wow. It's kind of unfair, that smell. 1991st. Oh my gosh, thank you. I appreciate that. Aw, thank you, little miss. To us, muy. Oh, thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Just remember, I just like a woman who can cook. Well, I'm not very good at cooking, so I guess this is where our courtship ends. I can do many things. I'm very skilled and very knowledgeable in many things, but I do not excel in cooking. I'll try. I feel like I'm gonna stop getting gifts now from Izzy. Aw, thank you, 1994. Ooh, what did the duet? I wanted to thank them. Oh, if you go to my original duet, their name should be on that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm friends with them. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now I'm just gonna start reading again so that I won't see Izzy's comment to me once they respond to me not being able to cook. Oh no, our courtship is you know how to steal a cone. I am in chapter 31, so you can make me spaghettios. Oh my gosh, page 1, right? I guess we'll start over. Izzy, the gifts haven't stopped. Okay, so wasn't a deal breaker. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh man. You know, I might not be like the best at like cooking, but I'm really good at ordering food. Love that we both awake and hanging out. I love it. I love that you're both here. That was really funny. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Love Your Faith. Thank you. Thank you. Hydrate. Thanks, Faringo. Where did it go? Oh, I missed it. Pablo, where did his comment go? Yo tengo fumar. Pablo, ¿cómo se dice fumar en inglés? Hey, babes! Welcome. Hello, Verno! Oh my gosh, what is that? What was that? I have been looking for a bedtime story reader for so long. Oh my gosh, abstract. Look no further. Right now, like, everybody's going crazy, and so I'm a little distracted at all the love. But I will also be adding all of the previous TikTok lives of me reading onto my YouTube channel. I haven't done it yet, but I'm in the works of doing it. So, smoke is Famar, isn't it? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it is. He said he has to smoke. He has to smoke. Oh, I have to smoke. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I know I have to, or I'm going to, but I wasn't sure the Fumar. I couldn't remember that one. You're a gem. She should say, Cody, I want to know how my wife says me. If I ever get rich, I'll pay someone to read me bedtime stories. Dude, you can pay me. I'll take the money. I'm trying to pay some bills here. And Izzy is helping me with that right now. Between Izzy and Whitehurst, if you hold it for 3 seconds, you can then translate it. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's good to know. But it's also kind of, you know, I'm trying to relearn. I took like 6 years of Spanish, and I got really good at it at one point, but it's been like years since I've actually used it regularly, so I'm trying to educate myself, get the practice back in. Okay. Now that we're a little settled, as long as you can fix my plate and give me and I will let the cooking side. Sounds good. This early started learning Greek. Nice. That honestly is probably very helpful, because if you know Greek, like, you can learn a lot of. What year? Welcome. Hi, welcome. What year? What year is one of our regulars too. What year is an amazing person too. That comes in here a lot. Oh yeah, the holo. Thank you for sending the flower, because I almost forgot. Because I think you're new on gifting too. So whenever somebody gives me gifts on my lives, at least when I'm reading, because that's when I have my bookmark, and that's all my fingers are going to be able to make. Thank you, Anthony, so much. We're at 13.4 thousand, so that's amazing. So whenever somebody sends me a gift, I add their name on one of these books on the bookshelf on my bookmark that I put in my book. Whitehurst, oh my goodness, thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back for everybody. I can only read the ancient dialect, right? Okay, so it was Holo Ferns 23. Let's see. Holo Fern 23. Okay, so you're right there. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys are still going. Like, what the heck? Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Okay, now, I have the book upside down. I guess I need to turn it upside down to read it right. You should get a new bookmark. I actually have, right, it's two-sided. And, I do have multiple, so I'm all moved into my new place. Garage is organized. Finally time to relax with my... Yes! Congratulations on getting that done. Good for you. I know that takes a lot of effort and energy, so congratulations on getting that done. Kelly, hi! Welcome. We are reading Treasure Island. We're in the 31st chapter, and Izzy is going crazy still with all the gifts. Thank you. But yeah, so like once this side is filled up, this has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more spots for gifters, and then I have a whole nother side to add to it And then, if I keep growing and more people start coming in, I actually have 50 more of these. And so each book I read, I can put another bookmark in, So it's awesome. I'm loving it. You guys are freaking amazing. I don't know if I'm going to have any more room for all the flowers I'm getting, though. I only have so many vases. Welcome. Okay. I'll continue. Okay. I'll be on the other side toward the top. Yes. Yes. Well, you are on the top shelf on this one already, so you can put a flower in your hair. There we go. That's a good idea. I'll do that. Thank you so much. Okay. You're amazing. You're freaking amazing. I love it. Okay, well, now I'm really not sure where I left off at. Oh, goodness. We made a curious figure. Had anyone been there to see us, all in soiled sailor clothes, and all but me armed to the teeth. Silver had 2 guns slung about him, one before and one behind, besides the great cutlass at his waist, and a pistol in each pocket of his square-tailed coat. To complete his strange appearance, Captain Flint sat perched upon his shoulder and gabbled odds and ends of purposeless sea talk. I had a line about my waist and followed obediently after the sea cook, who held the loose end of the rope, now in his free hand, now between his powerful teeth. For all the world, I was led like a dancing bear. The other men were variously burthened, some carrying picks and shovels, for that had been the very first necessity they brought ashore from the Hispaniola, others laden with pork, bread, and brandy for the midday meal. All the stores, I observed, came from our stock, and I could see the truth of Silver's words the night before. Had he not struck a bargain with the doctor, he and his mutineers, deserted by the ship, must have been driven to subsist on clear water and the proceeds of their hunting. Water would have been little to their taste. A sailor is not usually a good shot, and besides all that, when they were so short of eatables, it was not likely they would be very flush of powder. Well, thus equipped, we all set out, even the fellow with the broken head, who should certainly have kept in the shadow and straggled, one after another, to the beach, where the 2 gigs awaited us. Even these bore traces of the drunken folly of the pirates, one in a broken thwart, and both in their muddied and unabled condition. Both were to be carried along with us for the sake of safety, and so, with our numbers divided between them, we set forth upon the bosom of the anchorage. As we pulled over, there was some discussion on the chart. The Red Cross was, of course, far too large to be a guide, and the terms of the note on the back, as you will hear, admitted of some ambiguity. They ran, the reader may remember, thus: tall tree, spyglass shoulder, bearing a point to the north of north-northeast, skeleton island east-southeast, and by east, 10 feet. The tall tree was thus the principal mark. Now, right before us, the anchorage was bounded by a plateau from 200 to 300 feet high, adjoining on the north the sloping southern shoulder of the spyglass, and rising again toward the south into the rough, cliffy eminence called the mizzenmast hill. The top of the plateau was dotted thickly with pine trees of varying height. Here and there, one of a different species rose 40 or 50 feet clear above its neighbors, and which of these was the particular tall tree of Captain Flint could only be decided on the spot and by the readings of the compass. Yet, although that was the case, every man on board the boats had picked a favorite of his own ere we were halfway over, Long John alone shrugging his shoulders and bidding them wait till they were there. We pulled easily, by Silver's directions, not to weary the hands prematurely, and after quite a long passage, landed at the mouth of the second river, that which runs down a woody cleft of the spyglass. Thence, bending to our left, we began to ascend the slope toward the plateau. At the first outset, heavy, miry ground and a matted, marish vegetation greatly delayed our progress, but by little and little the hill began to steepen and become stony underfoot, and the wood to change its character and to grow in a more open order. It was indeed a most pleasant portion of the island that we were now approaching. A heavy scented broom and many flowering shrubs had almost taken the place of grass. Thickets of green nutmeg trees were dotted here and there with the red columns and the broad shadow of the pines, and the first mingled their spice with the aroma of the others. The air, besides, was fresh and stirring, and this, under the sheer sunbeams, was a wonderful refreshment to our senses. The party spread itself abroad in a fan shape, shouting and leaping to and fro, about the center and a good way behind the rest. Silver and I followed. I tethered by my rope, he plowing, with deep pants among the sliding sharp gravel. From time to time, indeed, I had to lend him a hand, or he must have missed his footing and fallen backward down the hill. We had thus proceeded for about half a mile, and were approaching the brow of the plateau, when the man upon the farthest left began to cry aloud, as if in terror. Shout after shout came from him, and the others ran in his direction. "He can't have found the treasure," said old Morgan, hurrying past us from the right, "for that's clean atop." Indeed, as we found when we also reached the spot, it was something very different. At the foot of a pretty big pine, and involved in a green creeper, which had even partly lifted some of the smaller bones, a human skeleton lay, with a few shreds of clothing on the ground. I believe a chill struck for a moment to every heart. "He was a seaman," said George Merry, who, bolder than the rest, had gone up close and was examining the rags of clothing. "Leastways, this is good sea-cloth." "Aye, aye," said Silver. "Like enough, you wouldn't look to find a bishop here, I reckon. But what sort of a way is that for bones to lie? 'Tain't in nature." Indeed, on a second glance, it seemed impossible to fancy that the body was in a natural position, but for some disarray, the work perhaps of the birds that had fed upon him, or of the slow-growing creeper that had gradually enveloped his remains, the man lay perfectly straight, his feet pointing in one direction, his hands raised above his head like a diver's, pointing directly in the opposite. "I've taken a notion into my old numbskull," observed Silver. "Here's the compass. There's the tip-top point of Skeleton Island, sticking out like a tooth. Just take a bearing, will you, along the line of them bones." It was done. The body pointed straight in the direction of the island, and the compass read duly ESE and by E. "I thought so," cried the cook. "This here is a pinter. Right up there is our line for the Pole Star and the Jolly Dollars. But by thunder, if it don't make me cold inside to think of Flint, this is one of his jokes, and no mistake. Him and these 6 was alone here. He killed 'em, every man, and this one he hauled here and laid down by compass. Shiver me timbers. They're long bones, and the air's been yellow. Aye, that would be Allardyce. You mind Allardyce, Tom Morgan?" "Aye, aye," returned Morgan. "I mind him. He owed me money, he did, and took my knife ashore with him." "Speaking of knives," said another, "why don't we find his'n lying around? Flint weren't the man to pick a seaman's pocket, and the birds, I guess, would have leave it be." "By the powers, and that's true," cried Silver. "There ain't a thing left here," said Mary, still feeling around among the bones. "Not a copper doit nor a baccy box. It don't look natural to me." "No, by gum, it don't," agreed Silver. "Not natural nor not nice, says you. Great guns, messmates, but if Flint was living, this would be a hot spot for you and me. 6 they were, and 6 are we, and bones is what they are now." "I saw him dead with these here deadlights," said Morgan. "Billy took me in. There he laid, with penny pieces on his eyes." "Dead, sure enough he's dead and gone below," said the fellow with the bandage. But if ever spirit walked, it would be Flint's. Dear heart, but he died bad, did Flint." "Aye, that he did," observed another. "Now he raged, and now he hollered for the rum, and now he sang, 15 men were his only song, mates, and I tell you true, I never rightly liked to hear it since. It was main hot, and the windy was open, and I hear that old song comin' out as clear, and the death haul on the man already." Come, said Silver. "Stow this talk. He's dead, and he don't walk. That I know. Leastways, he won't walk by day, and you may lay to that. Care killed a cat. Fetch ahead for the doubloons." We started, certainly, but in spite of the hot sun and the staring daylight, the pirates no longer ran separate and shouting through the wood, They kept side by side and spoke with bated breath. The terror of the dead buccaneer had fallen on their spirits. Ooh, okay. He's got to catch up now. Oh my goodness. Our courtship can continue. Yes! I love what you're... Oops. Yes. Right? He's amazing. Bedtime story. Yes, baked. Just try and learn how to cook fried bread. But fried bread is awesome. Yeah, you'll have to teach me. Love your tool. Love you too. Bye, Parole. How's the pup? Chipper for... Yeah. I'm sure that this is not ideal. Whitehurst, thank you for the flowers. Ooh, I like those ones. My favorite scene is coming up. Elisha Wood is Jim Abs Donald Sutherland. Yes. Ooh. Honestly, reading the words in this book it is hard. It is hard. I'm so glad that like you guys are so gracious with me reading this, because it's really hard, especially like when you're reading aloud to other people, because you can't take the time to read it in your head, you know? So I'm like on the spot. So I feel like I'm doing pretty good despite. Was that your pirate voice? No, it wasn't. Oh, you're talking to Little. Okay. I'm like, I was not trying to do a pirate voice. I know better. Oh, yeah, I won't be around for a lot of your live. Oh, no. No, don't let me go live that long ever again. Oh, no. Hey, Cynical. Welcome back. Welcome back. I have church today. Aw. Okay. We love it. We love it. Thank you. All right, so anybody that's new into this live, we're reading Treasure Island. I am now currently at chapter 32, The Voice Among the Trees. So it's getting really good, and there is, let's see, there's only 34 chapters total. Should we just continue reading the rest of the book tonight? Do we want to finish the book tonight? Harvest Fest Reunion. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds good. Good evening, Super Trump. Good evening. You came just in time. I think I'm about to finish the last few chapters of Treasure Island. Welcome, welcome. Save the suspense for next time. Suspense for next time. Okay. Sounds good. You know, that sounds good. That's why I'm here. All right. That sounds like a good plan, because that's still a good amount of chapters, honestly. And we've been reading for a while. Or I've been reading for a while. So 3 or 2, 3, 4. So the next 3 chapters will be next time. What's Tuesday? What's today? I don't even know what today is. I'm streaming tomorrow night, but I'll probably be able to stream read tomorrow night after my Twitch stream, but it'll be a lot later, so it'll be like my normal time. Today's Thursday. I don't have my watch on me, so Thursday. Okay, so yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Okay, so yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow, technically Friday, but yeah, or tonight, technically tonight, you know, stateside time at least. Okay, and so yeah, so tonight, Friday night, I'll be streaming on Twitch like usual, and then after that, whenever I get done, probably like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning sometimes, I'll plan on reading the rest of this book. Because I think that's when most people get on here, but I was wanting to do some of it earlier just because a lot of my stateside friends that go to bed early never get to tune in to my reading lives because I just do it so late. But yeah, so thank you guys. What year? Thank you. Oh, I love that. It's on my, oh, it was on my cheek. Did you see that? It stayed on my cheek. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Okay. I love that. I'll be home from work. Awesome, NJ. Yes, I'm so excited. I'll make another advent. I love that one so much. I love that one so freaking much. That is so adorable. I love it. Like, I can almost feel it. Thank you, What Year? Oh my goodness. You guys are so fun. Thank you guys so much, as always. You guys seriously make my days. Like, I look forward to this probably more than anything else. So, thank you. Thank you guys for being awesome and just, like, showing me so much love. I appreciate that so much. Of course. I will be reading the last few chapters tomorrow night. Would anyone like a hot fudge sundae? Yes, please. Extra hot fudge, please. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. You guys are amazing. Let me know. Just got done making the fudge. Yes, please. I don't joke about that. I don't joke about sundaes or hot fudge. Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and a good rest. And for the other people on the other side of the world, I hope you have a wonderful morning. And I hope the festivals will be fun for you guys and you get some good rest when it's your evening time. And thank you. Thank you. I will try. Thank you. Thank you, Cranthony. Oh, bless you too, little miss. Thank you. Thank you, what year? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you all. I just want to thank you all. All right. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your days and evenings. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you, NJ. Thank you. All right. Bye, guys.